everyone, it's Stephanie. I don't care. It's Stephanie. And that's Emily. Everyone, it's Stephanie.
This is Emily.
And today we're going to do a Beauty and the Beast movie and classic comparison, I guess. We're not going to do a book comparison because I don't think we actually read the books before in the past.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, well, I never read like the original Grimm version of the book, but I watched the classic and we went to see Beauty and the Beast the other day. And yeah, we'll show you a clip of our trip there. So we're actually in the movie theater right now.
I'm okay with whatever happens.
You got the part.
Oh, we just finished watching Beauty and the Beast, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was definitely interesting to hear Emma Watson sing. What to say compared to all the other songs, but yeah, like I liked it. So I definitely think it was like pretty true to like the original movie.
Yeah, they said that
Yeah.
was pretty good, like in terms of like,
Yeah, you're not on camera.
yeah. It's okay.
It's
You
okay.
can hear my voice.
Okay. And yeah, so I definitely say like it was pretty true, and I thought it was pretty entertaining compared to like some of the other live adaptations from Disney.
Yeah. I feel like out of the live adaptations, I like Alice in Wonderland.
You liked Alice in Wonderland
Yeah.
the most? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think Cinderella was pretty boring for me. So this
Yeah,
movie
Cinderella
a lot
was like
better.
not that good, but Cinderella didn't have any songs too. Like,
Oh, that's true.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, none of that. For some reason, this one has a lot of songs, and they're just
Yeah.
singing all the time,
Okay. Yeah, that makes that's
right?
That's
Like that's
true.
why I feel like it's
Yeah.
more of a musical.
Yeah, yeah, but the Jungle Book was the best. But
Yeah.
of course, we're trying to tout like right now we're talking about Beauty and the Beast. So it was
Yeah.
a good movie. It was a good movie, guys.
Now that you have a bit of a feedback from what we thought from
Initially.
yeah, when we first watched the movie, we're actually going to go a little bit into how we felt about the live action adaptation of the story versus all the different variations of retellings we've read in the past of Beauty and the Beast, as well as the original title. Yeah, so you wanna
So
start?
yeah, so when we watched Beauty and the Beast, I thought in terms of keeping it close to and keeping it faithful to the classic, I think they did a good job.
Okay.
You know, for the majority of the part, you know, the yellow dress, the iconic scene was important. When they were first introduced, I think that was pretty much right from the movie. I think it was literally just the same exact scene.
Okay.
I think that the characters, all of them, like Gaston, Belle, the Beast, everyone was pretty faithful in characterization. So I think that was good. The one thing that I think was a little bit might have been too much close to the faithful was the fact that, like I stated this previously already, but there were a lot of songs in there, more so than other fairy tale, like, you know, live adaptation movies such as Cinderella or Alice in Wonderland. I think the originals, I think specifically for Cinderella, there must have been a lot of songs as well, but the adaptation didn't really have much songs. So I felt like Beauty and the Beast was more like a musical in a way, that was like a movie film musical.
Yeah, great. So when you talk about original, you mean the Disney original?
Yeah, the Disney original classics.
So I'm actually going to go a little bit away from that and talk about the original Fable.
The Grimm.
Yeah, the Grimm Fable.
Okay.
And I think because of how faithful the live action adaptation was to the Disney interpretation of the tale, there were definitely some alterations made because it's an animated film.
Right.
And now it's now a live action film. Originally, Beauty doesn't really have a name, first of all. Like, her name's not Belle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Her
She's
name is
just-
just Beauty? Like,
No, she doesn't really have a name.
Oh.
She's just being told as like this beautiful woman.
Okay.
And from there, a lot of the other things that kind of carried on into the Disney adaptation was that, yes, Rose was what got the Beauty's father into trouble with the Beast. There wasn't really a character of Gaston ever in the tale. It was really just about the fact that whether or not she loved him or not, loved the Beast or not. So the original story was much purer in that sense. There wasn't as much of that sort of love
Villain.
triangle. Yeah, love triangle going on. So from going from that to now, like I guess a modernized version of it, I thought that it was definitely a thrill to watch in terms of, you know, other aside from the side special effects, they were amazing by the way. I felt like the story itself carried through, and I think that anyone who generally likes princesses, of course, or like rags to riches and that sort of fashion, as well as Disney story retellings would really appreciate it. But I thought it would also be kind of cool to compare the movie to all the other, we would call it postmodern in a way, like retellings that have been coming out in the last like 5 years or 10 years or so. Yeah, because there's like fairy retellings that have been such a trend and such a hit right now among a lot of the audiences.
Especially in the next few years. I think Disney has a lineup of all the live adaptation they're trying to do for all their classics as well, or kind of like a twist, like a spin-off version from the classics. So, but just to like point out one thing, so this Beauty and the Beast isn't a modern version of the classic. It's just a live action film because everything is still very much in like, you know, the century that they were set in.
So sorry for my miswording. I guess in some sense I was saying how like it was sort of not really a modern day retelling, but a modern day person's take on a fable that happened a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah. I actually read a while ago, like years ago, a pretty good retelling of Beauty and the Beast. The book is called East, and the author did a really good job in sort of giving you the sort of narrative that happens behind why Beauty ends up actually being in the castle with the Beast. And it's interesting because the take is not only on the old fable from Grimm, it's also taking from the mythology of Cupid and Psyche. So I'm not going to go too much into that. We can definitely try to link maybe like a story for that for you to explore if you want. But yeah, it takes from two particular ancient stories, like ancient as in like older stories, as inspiration, and it kind of comes together in that sort of end where like the Beauty and the Beast sort of come together. But why does it happen? It's sort of that sort of telling, and I thought I really liked it because there were polar bears involved. I always like stories with polar bears in them for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I always liked his dark instruments as well. But
yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, that one has polar bear in it.
I like polar bears in stories. I just like it, and the fact that this one had one, and it really did. It was a very character-driven story. You could kind of figure out why Beauty got called certain things, why she was a little ostracized by her peers. Like in this particular retelling, her name is East. Like every one of her siblings is called a different direction, and there's a reason for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and her parents are a little weird, and why it's so unlike the Disney version where a lot of it is very streamlined. The story keeps on going from action to action. This book really does go deeper into each character and why they're driven to do the things they are, regardless if it's like good or bad, and why they actually end up together. So I like that. But I think in terms of the most recent hit, especially given the fact that you brought up Heartless, I actually also read the Lunar Chronicles.
Okay.
And,
oh, you did? I want to read that so badly. I just haven't had time to yet. But I need to read that like ASAP.
Yeah, so
it's
that
out.
So that what?
Like the whole series has been out for a while now.
Yeah.
But it's like it's so long. Like each book is like 600 pages or something like that.
Yeah. It's a retelling of Snow White. I actually used to write a lot of fairy tale retellings when I was younger.
Okay.
Because I always, when I was younger, I was like the book Ella Enchanted, which was a retelling of Cinderella. So I'd say that there's so many books out there right now that deserve a mention when it comes to fairy tale retellings, especially the fact that it's great to see how people take up someone else's ideas and then really go with it. And so we
or ones that do spin-offs to kind of understand like the background behind like Maleficent. You know, you see the background of why she became who she was in, you know, Sleeping Beauty, you know? So like I really like those type of books a little bit more than just a classic fairy retell, because I kind of want to delve into more of like the other characters and their backstory, you know, like why they became who they became and what drove them to change, or, you know, not to change, I guess. You know, so like even like the new like this the TV series like Once Upon a Time, it's like a huge retell of, you know, all the classics in there. There's Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Snow
Peter
White,
Pan.
Peter Pan, Mulan. Like everyone is literally in there. Like I'm actually like very impressed with the screenwriters and how they are able to drive in every single character in the classic fairy tales, as well as like not so classic ones, and put it into like a TV series that actually flows really well. You know, you see that the evil queen is actually like the evil queen
Regina.
for many of them, you know, like, and you see how, you know, Peter Pan gets into this series and all the other characters, and it's just like, you know, a Huck as well, which I really like. He's so cute. But anyways,
Again, Once Upon a Time, the TV series, it has a lot of Disney tie-ins, so you'll see like characters on it that don't necessarily exist in the original fairy
right.
tales, like Frozen's Elsa. She doesn't act. She's not a real character unless you count her very remotely related, I guess, ancestor in terms of storytelling, the Ice Queen. That is, I would define as a genuine fairy tale, but Elsa as a character does not exist in terms of folklore. So a lot of whatever is going on in that show, just keep in mind, is very Disney inspired. So thank you for watching this video. As always, remember to subscribe or like our channel and video.
And if you have watched Beauty and the Beast, let us know in the comments below what you thought about it.
Yep, as well as any sort of fairy tale retelling that you feel like we've missed or we should read ourselves, so that we can continue enjoying these sort of nice stories. Thank you.
All right,
See you guys
bye.
later. Bye.